Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Stella Rose and today we are doing the project pan that is called That's Expensive. So this is a fantastic ladies collab. It was created by Misty. She is so awesome. You need to check out her channel. I swear to God, her and Jessica are like the pinning queens, but Misty created this one and I decided that I really had some expensive products that are just sitting in my collection and needed to be shown some love. So that is why I'm doing this project. So it's a collection of about 8 to 10 items that you choose of your own, and your interpretation of That's Expensive is open to however you feel. For me, I spent some big bucks on things that I wish I didn't. And then, yes. So some of these products I do regret purchasing, others I do enjoy, but besides the point of the dollar amount, I'm trying to get some use out of my collection. And that's what the point of the project is. So, I actually have technically 11 items in this project. However, this cycle, I have realized that I will have to say goodbye to one of my products because it is well past the expiration date. It is now just separating on my face. It makes my makeup look terrible. It does not work with any kind of primer, any other foundation. It breaks up when I put powder on it. It's just expired. And we will get to it, but I just wanted to let you know that this will now go back down to the normal number, which is 10 items. So, okay, we are going to start with eyeshadow, and I have the Pat McGrath. This is the Mothership 8 Divine Rose 2. And the reason why I have this is because everybody was talking about Pat McGrath palettes and saying how amazing they were. Now, they are really, really expensive and they're really good quality, I will say that, but you only get 10 shadows. And I mean, this one is like, right here, this is like a duochrome because it's also green. Like, can you tell all those different colors in there? Like, it's really pretty. And I have used a lot of these colors and I love it. I love this palette, don't get me wrong, but it's a very expensive palette. And it was one that I wasn't really reaching for. I was reaching for my other Pat McGrath, and I only have two. I was reaching for the other one more than I was reaching for this one. So that's why I put this one in the project instead of the other one. But this one, I have now added 2 more uses in it, which I am very proud of myself. And I am now at 7 uses. This last month though, and I do apologize, I am now down in the basement. If you couldn't tell that my background has changed and everything. We switched, we did a whole kind of like rearranging this last weekend. We moved my daughter up from the basement because she was not behaving well. She was not keeping it clean down here and had her things everywhere. So we moved her up into my son's room and my son into the room where I had all of my makeup and we had our like gaming area in. And so moved me down here, and it's a little moist in the air. I know I hate that word. I'm sorry. But the humidity is ridiculous in the air. And so we had to get a dehumidifier, and that's what that was. So it just turned off for a little bit. Anywho, so we are now going to start on the regular face from top or bottom to top. So first we have primer. I have the Tatcha Liquid Silk Canvas. And I do apologize. I think my kids and dogs are running around upstairs. So if you hear barking / banging on the floor, technically the ceiling, that's what's going on. It's a 1 ounce bottle and it weighed 106 to start. It is now at 102. Last month it was 103. So we've gone down 4 grams, which is great. We're doing good. So this is the foundation that I'm talking about, or the item I was talking about. This is the Tom Ford Traceless Perfecting Foundation. I have mine in the shade 2.0 Buff. Now this is a great shade match for me. When I first got it, it was really good. It was working properly and didn't break up on my face. I did break it, so that's why it looks like this. It doesn't look like this normally. Sorry. But I have realized with the last use that it is just breaking up on my face. It just doesn't look good anymore. So I'm gonna be decluttering this out of my collection and out of this project. So I do apologize. It was at 78 to start with, and last month it was at 76, and there wasn't a change this last month. So that's what it is. So it is now going in the trash. The other foundation that I had in there, because I knew that this was probably going to happen, was the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. Mine is in the shade 5. And I love this foundation. This is actually my second one of these. It is a pretty expensive foundation. It is $64. Although I do really like it. It has a really good finish on it, and we started at 116 grams and we are now at 112. Last month we were at 114, so it looks like we're using about 2 grams a month. And honestly, like I was trying to say earlier, last month I didn't use a lot of makeup because I was sick. I did get the virus last month. I was sick the last couple weeks, and it was kind of, I just did not want to put makeup on, so I hadn't been doing anything. And then I've slowly been getting better, so I am doing better now though, so that is good. Next we do have our concealer. It is also by Giorgio Armani. I have mine in the shade 2. This is the Luminous Silk Concealer, and it started at 37 grams. It didn't change last month, and it didn't change again this month, but again, I don't really use this a lot. My girl. Baby. Next we have the powder from Charlotte Tilbury. This one is the I can never say it, Airbrush Flawless Finish. Can anyone say that one right? Like right away? I can't snap, by the way, so. Mine is in the shade 1, which is fair. It weighed 56 grams starting, 55 last time, and it is still at 55 this time. It doesn't look like there's much change, so we will just keep on going. Again, like I said, I wasn't really able to use a lot of makeup this last month. I hadn't been feeling good, and like my allergies were kicking my butt, and then I got the virus, so. Next we have bronzer, and I do have the Tom Ford bronzer in Terra 02, and it started out at 58 grams, then it went to 57 last month. It did not change this month, so we will just keep trucking along, which is not bad. Like I said last month, if you watched my update for last month, I was honestly surprised that it even went down even just 1 gram. Like, it's a powder product. That's impressive. So, blush and highlight though, both of these two did not move at all the last couple months. So, blush is from Chantecaille, and this one is in the shade Laughter. It started out at 26 grams, and it still has been at 26 grams. I don't use a lot of blush, and I love this color. It's so pretty. It's a coral. Next we have the highlighter. This is also from Chantecaille in the Pearl. And guys, this is like the whole reason why I bought it was because of this, the packaging. Now the inside is pretty too. The powder itself, it's a luminescent kind of pearlized white powdery finish, so it's like pinky luminescent. It's so pretty. And I love it. I just don't use it a lot because I feel like there are certain occasions and certain looks that it goes better with than others. So it started at 41 grams and it stayed the last couple of months as well at 41 grams. So no change there. Next we have my setting spray, which is by Tatcha. This is the Luminous Dewy Skin Mist, and I wonder if I can even see through it. I can't. I wonder if I can like hold it up to a light or something. Oh, ooh, I can. Oh, look at this. Look. So it's not see-through up towards the top, but it is totally see-through down at the bottom. Okay, well, I have to be below maybe around half. Maybe I'm halfway through. That's awesome. Okay, so the setting spray started at 144 grams. Last month we were at 136. And this month we're at 129. So we have made some really good progress. It looks like about eight the first month, and then yeah, 7, 8. We're doing good. And then last but not least, we had our Hourglass mascara. This is the Caution mascara in Ultra Black. And I had it weighing in at 50 grams to start with. Last month it was at 49. And this month it didn't change any. Now that's okay. Like I said, that's okay. Not a big deal, but we will just keep on using it. I have been using it for my top lashes, and then I've been using something else on my lower lashes. And I'll just keep switching it up, and sometimes I'll layer like this on top of something else, or this on bottom of something else, and then do this on the bottom lashes, you know, kind of mixing it up so I can get use out of other mascaras that are open as well. But I pretty much use this every single time I put makeup on. So honestly, I'm surprised though that it hasn't changed. So maybe it's just the packaging is really heavy, and I've really used a lot of the product, but just the packaging is heavy. So, all right, that is my update for the That's Expensive Project Pan. I hope you did enjoy it. I hope everyone has a wonderful day, and remember to stay beautiful.